My name is Kazuragi, codename Kazuragi, or just Rob. Both. It's good. Either or. I mean, yeah, same person.
Alright, I'm Sam, of TDOS, of the Death of and or Subtlety. Two of those words aren't in our title. We're good. I do jokes and I talk and I like it. So, welcome to my introduction. My introduction's done. Goodbye.
My name is Dolan. Yes, that Dolan. I'm the caffeine-addicted editor of the Death of Subtlety. And I'm also the guy who has the red text appear on the screen. And occasionally will like pop in video form. From reality!
TDOS! Interviewing me! Interviewing you!
There's an interview when you're on your own and you're David Bowie.
Well, first off, when I was in the Navy, we were pretty much just bored. Not just because we had nothing else to do, but because we had nothing else to do besides just do menial like cleaning work and stuff besides bomb building. But whenever I had the off chance of doing nothing and just sitting there staring off into space, I was just daydreaming about doing YouTube stuff and like having like little daydreams in my head, like what if we had like our own studio, our own thing, and doing YouTube stuff. And like Game Grumps really inspired me, so that I filled in Spencer in on it too, and we thought about doing that too. So I mean, sooner or later we just got into it, and then I told Dylan about it when I got back, and then he made the channel. So it was just more of a brainstorming idea in my head. I didn't come up with it. I mean, we all had it, but to actually execute the whole thing was all of a big collecting form. So
I don't know if it's like a condition or something, but like I have to create things. I'm like compulsively made. It's been this way as long as I can remember. Like earliest memory before I really started creating stuff was maybe like first grade, and I saw some guy actually in my first grade class. He was the second grader. It was like one of those drawing classes. He was drawing Kirby, and he would draw Kirby and Sonic, and I was like, that's really cool. I want to be able to do that. And so I would start drawing. I don't really draw anymore. It's not my thing, but I have to like create stuff. I have to write. I have to make comics. I've made comics in the past. I just, it's in me. It is what it is. It doesn't make a lot of money. It leads to a lot of alcoholism and sad times. But that's just how I'm wired personally.
So it's actually also to be involved with a lot of people too, because during my time in the Navy, San Diego, where Comic-Con and Anime Expo is like a stone's thrown away, I would miss it because we'd be on deployment or we would be somewhere else. So really, to miss it and to tell people about it while overseas, I never heard of it either. So my segment would be just to go to cons, events, little venues, and anything else. So that way, who's ever on the opposite side of the world, or doesn't have the money, or is on duty, or is doing something else, can at least see what we're doing, so they can see it for themselves. Like actual people going to these things, not just one big media thing. Like, hey, check out what you're missing and have highlights. It's just GoPro. Here's me. You're with me while watching, and this is what we do. So that's why I always go to like the craziest of places, the exhibition hall, artist alley. I try to go to house parties and to hotel parties, just so you know what you're missing out on. So if the hint chance you get a chance to, you can see it for yourself too. That what's it like. Results may vary.
As far as videos though, like we've done that. I've done actual like videos and skits back when we were making something called YouTube Shenanigans. We had just filmed all this stuff. We hadn't actually made the YouTube account, which might be important for a YouTube account for it to exist in order for you to actually upload stuff. But we did that, and then it's just creating something that'll outlive you, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. And I feel like it's just getting that out of my system is the not so short answer.
It's a long and thousands of years ago, we had there was a call out for comic, webcomic thing. It was for the what was that group? Escapist. Thank you, Phantom Voice. Yeah, they were doing a webcomic contest, and and if you won, you got to be regular on the Escapist back when that was all big and everything. And I I've been drawing for a while. I took some took some classes on it. I was considered myself a learned artist, and I thought, yay, let's do it. Let's do it. So I got a couple friends together. It was Spencer. It was Dolan, and a few others. So Michaelson and I don't know who else, but I think it was just 4 of us. And we put it together. We came up. We drafted we almost designed it really more than we wrote it.
In our case, we weren't really ready for it because it took us like a month to make one daily. And we were already designing T-shirt designs before we had even won the contest. So our head was kind of in the wrong place. But from that, we got the name of the comic was The Death of Subtlety.
I don't remember who coined it. I'm going to say I did, because I want the glory. But being the procrastinating slackers that we are, did not get done. And I still have some of those.
To me, honestly, I wanted to use a nerd word until I found out that was taken. Then I wanted to do geek speak. Then I heard that was taken. And then I couldn't really find anything else that allowed the name to reflect on the channel. So we were all, sharp pulling it around. And then next thing you know, the Death of Subtlety. Because the way we actually do things, we don't do it subtlety. We don't beat around the bush. We don't, do that whole hokey pokey political correctness bullshit. We just say it. Hey, you're dumb, and here's why. And then that's about it. And then, we made a commentary out of it.
It stuck so far. So until some guy in Bosnia filed suit against us for his carpet cleaning business of the same name.
I remember that.
Yeah. We should be fine.
I honestly really, really enjoy the Tallahassee series because I really like not only playing the character, but I really like going through the alternate reality of post-apocalyptia Boston as the personality of the Death of Subtlety. It's all 3 of us because with Fallout you can do almost anything. You can be anybody you want. You can do whatever you want. You can create your character to be spaghetti squid face looking crazy mashed potato man, and then have his personality reflect on what you wear. I mean, you can literally wear mismatched items that you find, patchwork, and have a safety helmet.
Oh, great question. Oh yeah, I don't have any. I think they're all garbage. Horrible. It's torture to even be in this group. The direction I've always tried to shit. The direction I always wanted to go for, and that I feel the world needs more of, is a clown donkey porn dungeon. Hardcore. Real hardcore. But it's harder to get on YouTube, so we do comedy.
My favorite right now is Fallout 4 Tallahassee Sprinkles, because we really put everything into that. We've got machinima going on for the intros. We've got I've spent hours upon hours searching for the perfect music for that one. So it's just a lot of love and a lot of manpower and a lot of fucking caffeine. So very much caffeine.
Another one too is the con footage. I really love going to conventions and gatherings because I really like talking to people. I really like being engaged, and that's why I'm going to do the whole thing for Anime Expo with my cosplay, is hand out stuff to people so that way they feel like they're appreciated too, because I don't think I've seen or heard anybody else on YouTube do that, at least from what I know. I remember last year Game Grumps, Susie, and Commander Holly were there. They were selling stuff, but at least they were there and they were doing their part, so that's but I'm doing it for free, so to speak.
But out of what I've done, we've done, probably Tallahassee, the Adventures, Tallahassee Sprinkles. We're taking it in new directions. Really trying to stretch it more. Playing a game nobody plays. 4, if you haven't heard of it. But I like where it's going. We've got skits, kind of little acting, little. It's like almost a role playing let's play, and I think it's something that I'm seeing more and more, and I'm excited to see that expand and see more work of it, and then I'm happy to be a part of that. Whether that comes to anything, well, we'll see. But I really enjoy it. I think it's interesting, and we get to do more than just make jokes.
I feel like our Ethan Carter videos was more important work, if that makes any sense, because it was a little deep. It was funny. It was analytical. It was deep, and it was emotionally real, and that's what I liked about it. And it was a collab, which means we played nice with others. Again, I'm massively biased. I spend 7 to 10 hours a week on each video, so I love them all, except for ones that have Sam in them. I think he just kind of drags us down.
That is wise.
Yeah, he's pretty garbage.
I will end you.
Terrible human being.
I'll destroy you.
Like in every way, shape, and form.
Slowly.
Physically, mentally, emotionally. He's just god awful.
But surely.
Well, first, it's not my channel. It's our channel. And hopefully...
I'm triggered!
But I really hope and pray to Jesus Christ that our channel at least gets so big that people know us just as much as they know Caused FDK and Game Grumps, so that way you don't have to really search into the search engine of YouTube to find one episode. That you can just type in G and just Game Grumps automatically. I mean, I hope for us to be that well known. Not super popular, big, where we have our own Sky Temple. That'd be pretty cool. But it would be pretty cool for us to be well known. People, oh yeah, TDOS, rather than just like a search engine for TDOS disease and TDOS syndrome, because I have no idea why that's there.
I want to see us pushing quality, pushing jokes, just making great content. And I want to see that as we continue to experiment. I want to see us in a place where we're really more comfortable. It's going to be we're being more comfortable with ourselves, but pushing to stay uncomfortable as well. I want to see us experimenting more, and I would like a bigger following, because I think it can be a great back and forth. But I hope to see this turn into something that can really create a foundation for whatever it is we want to do. And 5 years is a pretty good time to do that. Or I'm going to be a mailman by then. I don't know.
For TDOS, I actually liked Sam's idea. I don't know if he said it during the interviews, but he was talking about exploring other avenues besides YouTube. So like obviously we definitely, as soon as humanly possible, we want to start streaming. Like as soon as we've I'd say 70% figured it out. It's probably like kindergarten easy, but it's scary. It's new. Merchandising.
And I hope for myself too. I hope to, get good with my animation stuff, because I'm slowly getting to my animation degree. I just finished the math portion of it, so get through that, do that, and hopefully when I get my Cintiq, I'm going to do some animation for the channel, like some serious animation stuff. Might not be the greatest, but it's going to be something. And yeah, that's about it, really.
It's not good, but it's TDOS good.
It's TDOS. It's good enough.
Which means it's below average.
Just like with crappy movies, like Sharknado and, one of the X-Men ones. It's pretty much like, it's so bad that it's funny. And you like it.
How we get our laughs.
It's how we get our laughs, yeah.
And how we get our ransom money.
Pretty much, yeah. Pay the ransom.
Or we release another video.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'm just excited to just keep making stuff. I'd love for us to get more financially stable. Be able to buy new games as they come out and do gameplay stuff of that. Be able to go to whatever convention that we want to, whatever we need to, because we got Anime Expo under our belt. We have Comic-Con. I'd love to do VidCon. I'd love to do PAX, maybe even Rooster Teeth, YahwehCon, FurryCon, Clown Porn Con, 2078.
well, for one thing, dinosaur nuggets. Damn it, I love dinosaur nuggets and caffeine. But other than that, I think just everyday life of silliness, because while I'm driving or in class or at work, I kind of daydream about all the silly future projects we could do or all the things we could be doing. Oh, not so much outside, but more like watching TV too, because I used to watch G-Tech, no, it's G-Tech?
G4.
G4, yeah, G4 Tech TV, that's it. And I would watch Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb, and damn it, they were so funny. And I was daydreaming, like, what if, we had something like that too. And unfortunately, the channel went down because of low ratings and political stuff, political stuff for them. But something like that, something game-related or something just outdoorsy and outgoing, because I love going out to these kinds of things. I love going to Comic-Con. I love going to Anime Expo. Shit, I went to PAX over in Emerald City, Washington during one of our things. Oh yeah, we were dried up there in Bremerton, Washington, and I've never been, but it's great. I love going to these places. I love going on vacation, talking to people and relating to them, and then to tell them, oh yeah, we have a channel just about this, and then just seeing those people's faces light up, and they say, oh yeah, we'll check them out, and they even would have their phones handed to me so I can look up their channel, or look up our channel, and then have them look at us.
Probably the same ones I've had in general in life. I mean, there's of course there's always just everyday life, and people are just strange and hilarious. But certain publications, I mean, I grew up reading Mad Magazine. I hope they're here forever. It's brilliant. There's that one. There's Mystery Science Theater 3000, MST3K. So huge ones. Any sort of just like really wacky movie. Like I mean the Pythons, Monty Python, they're just phenomenal. All of them. Where really anything that's kind of goofy and strange, but it still asks questions. It's critical. It's clever, as well as silly. So I think Mel Brooks is another huge influence.
That's great. That's super great. I just hope we get a chance to do more coverage like that, along with games, because anybody can play a video game. Anybody can stream Twitch and Twitter and all that other stuff, but to actually physically go out there, not as a media person, but as a person, and living the one day con life, nothing hokey, nothing, weeaboo trash. No, it's just me going out there and then, trying to not make a complete ass of myself. That's about it. So that's what really inspires me, just going out, going out and meeting people, because we're too damn scared to do it already.
People I interact with, just friends, I'm inspired by it. I've got a lot of really funny friends, and feeling that, stand-up comics, things I read, just I try to pull from as much as I can. So all that. And definitely Clown Donkey, Hardcore Dungeon Point. More than all of the other stuff.